Hey, this is Andy Grammer, and you're watching me. You're watching me right now on the Adam Bomb Show.
No, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home.
Look at this guy coming in with his guitar. Andy Grammer on the Adam Bomb Show.
What's up?
Where's the guitar at, by the way? I don't see it.
Oh, it's back there. You want me to get it?
Do you have a name for your guitar?
I do not.
Wow. Maybe we can come up with a name by the
We
end of the day.
could. We could possibly, name her.
This is impressive, and I want to tell you this, and I really appreciate you're like one of the few artists, only one, to come in this early for an interview.
You know?
I really like that.
Yeah.
Because it's usually like hour late. I'm not even kidding you. But everybody on your label is always early. We'll say it that
you
way.
gotta be early. Dude, look at you. Look how nice you are.
Yeah,
here.
when you come
really
visit
great.
us, we got to give you some swag. That's our
I
football
appreciate
team, by
that.
the way, our college football team.
Yeah.
I hope that's your size.
This is totally my size. I'm good.
So how's it been? Like, honestly, I hear nothing but good things, not only from other people in the business, but your fans. Of how you're really good with your fans.
Oh, I love them, man. I'm so lucky.
What is it about the fans that makes you want to keep coming back and working harder? Because you seem like a really hard worker.
Sure, it's just like good. You want to deliver for these people that show up. And when was the last time you went to a show?
Gosh, it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you gotta, first of all, you gotta think about, you gotta get the tickets, which is the whole thing.
Right.
You gotta wait in line. Last night I was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it was raining. And there's
gosh.
700 people outside just standing in the rain waiting to come inside.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is crazy that fans would do this much to come see me play some music.
Right.
So then to me, it's like, I better seriously deliver for you right now.
Yeah, that's a great. I never heard somebody put that way. And I'm thinking to myself, you were a street performer. Do you remember that first performance you ever did when people actually were like, "Whoa, I like this guy"?
Well, the very first street performer performance was, I didn't know you had to have a permit.
Oh.
To play. And it's so scary anyway to
Yeah.
just start playing on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So I got up all this courage, I was alone, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna start playing. This is crazy. I'm like a little bit like butterflies in my stomach, open up my guitar case and just start singing on the street.
Yeah.
And immediately the guy goes like, "Do you have a permit?" I'm like, "No, I'm sorry."
Oh, just casually walk away.
And then I went and got the permit, came back and got up the courage again. And but yeah, it's the same thing when you're on the street. It's like, oh man, are you doing something that is worth somebody's time?
How hard was it for you personally to break through to this level? Did it take a lot of work, or were you?
Yeah, I mean, it always happens fast when it happens,
Mm-hmm.
but there's so much behind it happening. So you write 1,000 billion songs, and then one gets through, and everybody goes like, "It just happened, awesome!"
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, well, it took a freaking long time to get that song."
People don't know the behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad songs.
Andy Grammer's on the Adam Bomb Show. A lot of bad songs, really? Is there
So many bad songs? Holy crap!
Do you go back and listen to old Andy Grammer ever?
You know what? This is what I don't know whether you listen to your show ever. But immediately,
Not much.
right when I'm done recording a vocal, I'm like, ugh, terrible. Just the worst. Hate myself, hate my voice. When I go back and listen to something that's like 4 years ago, I'm like, oh,
Wow.
that guy's pretty good.
Do you ever, when you go back and listen, if you do, get any, I don't know what the better word for it, inspiration or any little piece that you're like, oh, maybe I could rework that and take that into a new level, or do you completely throw that out and want to do completely different stuff?
Usually it's new stuff. For this new album, I wrote about 100 songs and threw away most of them.
My
Kept 11.
gosh, 100 songs.
Because it's so hard, man. You want to have everything working up to your standard. So if you've ever gone and see a movie and you're like, oh man, that movie was terrible, but the chase scene was great.
Okay.
That's like a bad song to me.
I see.
Right?
All
You're like, okay, there's something here. Maybe the beat's working and there's something here that's vibey.
Yeah.
But the lyrical content is not matching up with it or it's not work. And then you see a movie and everything just works together and you're like, I leave feeling like I got everything I needed.
This is good, and I want you to take us through what it exactly is like to write a song. Like, where do you start and how do you finish? Because we have no idea what it's like
Sure.
to actually write a song.
I mean, I wish there was a better way. I don't really know either.
Really?
All I know is that when you're singing about something that is connected, that's when you're winning. And to get in there, I try every angle I can, whether that's make a beat that's cool and then start playing guitar, start on a guitar, start with a lyric. It's like there's a locked house and you're literally trying every single way you can to get into some sort of inspiration.
Yeah.
So to me, it's I use this analogy a lot. Newton has an apple fall on his head. He's like, oh, interesting. And he writes out what gravity is.
Okay.
And then everybody's like, totally.
My gosh.
Gravity's happening to me all the time. You freaking nailed it. Great job.
You're great with analogies. Like, you should write a song about analogies
Sure.
because every one of these is great stuff, though.
Yeah. So that's the hardest part is to get something that is like that everybody else will connect to, or that is about why we're here in life, about like it doesn't have to be super inspirational. It's just got to be connected to something.
Right.
And that is the hard. Once I break the back of the song, like once I am in the house, right?
Yeah,
For
exactly.
whatever, then it's just freaking awesome. Then it's the best.
Wow.
But you can go like 2, 3, 4 weeks with writing songs, and you know that by the time you're done with your, the night comes and you go to sleep, you're like, I didn't get in.
Andy Grammer's on the Adam Bomb Show. That's another good analogy. I like that. Our 6'8" producer behind the camera, Nick, is geeked that you're here.
What's up,
and he
dude?
told me, listen,
Good to
you
see
got
you.
to ask him about the Honey I'm Good video where you just had everybody hold up.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
So the song Honey I'm Good to me is like the dip out song, right? It's
right.
like I have a awesome lady of my own.
Right.
But I'm at shows and there's hot girls all over the place. And so when I'm hanging out with them, there's a point in the conversation where it gets a little bit like, uh-oh, this is now starting to leave the friend zone and I need to dip out.
Okay.
And I go like, honey, I'm good. I'm out of here. Nice to see you. So that's the song. And we wanted and the song lyrics are like right on the line because you're singing to another woman for the whole song. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, and your ass is amazing, and I'm out. But I'm out. So we want to make sure that the video was more on the sweet side. So we did a video where we crowdsourced it, and it's everybody holding up how long they've been together. So they're lip singing the words, and they're holding up like, all right, we've been together for 2 months, or we've been together for 17 years, 70 years it goes up all the way up to.
gosh.
So it's really sweet. So people actually come into shows as couples and holding up how long they've been together, which is awesome.
That's really neat that you can create something like that.
Yeah, so last 2 nights ago in Charleston, there was a couple in the back that had like a sign that said 15, and it was really sweet. I jumped in the crowd and like we sang with them. It was really cool.
Oh, that's cool. How do you as an artist, and I always ask this when artists come through or anybody, there's so much out there that can get people into trouble, famous people. How do you stay away from that, grounded, and focused on what you're doing? Is it
Good
tough?
Question. Yeah, it's super tough. Yeah, I wish I had an answer for you. I think it's about just kind of trying to stay grounded as much as possible. I realize I'm so lucky to even have this opportunity. So you don't want to go do something stupid.
Right. That's a great way to put it.
You don't want to go do something stupid. Not like it would be lying to be like, oh, I just don't have any inclination to any of those things.
Yeah.
I'm fine. That's a lie.
that's a total
So
lie.
it is definitely a struggle and it's hard, and you try to stay cool.
Are you gonna play for us?
Let's do it.
No, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I gotta bid you adieu to another.